Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearthstone. I'm Ken, as ever. Time for an arena run. Let's jump in here and see what options we have. Shaman, Paladin, Warrior. I'm a big Paladin fan, but we've played quite a lot recently if you've seen the last Tavern Brawl. Shaman I like. Warrior, I think I'm going to play Warrior because I don't play Warrior enough. Really, I had a good experience in last week's Tavern Brawl. So, Twilight Drake versus Ravenholt. I like Twilight Drake, but I also like Ravenholt. It's a good finishing card in Arena. We grab it. Don't know how we're going to play, so maybe the Twilight Drake might not be too useful. In a Rage is a good card. Shield Block, also a good card, I think. I think I prefer In a Rage, more versatility. Execute, good card. But we want to make sure we have minions. Bloodfen versus Youthful. I think I prefer the Youthful, the versatility of it. It's great just to bop out, but it's also good later on. Rampage is decent, but it's got quite specific conditions to work. I'm going to take the Frost Elemental. Not a fan of Ogre Warmaul. Definitely not a fan of Silverback Patriarch, so going to be Slam. Bang. Slam 'em. Mogashan can be okay. I think Gilbin is a little bit better. Slightly better stat balance. One is not a great amount of attack for a 4-cost minion. All decent cards. Ogre Brute is fun. Dragonkin Sorcerer I like a lot. Shattered Sun, always a good card. Good, solid, reliable card. But you need to have something on the board for that. I'm going to take the Sorcerer. Okay, Flesh Eating Ghoul versus Mad Bomber. Force Tank I'm not a huge fan of. Let's go Mad Bomber. Mad Bomber always good with the Warrior. You can get some damage synergy. Execute versus Cleave. I think Execute allows us to take out some big minions. Cleave is decent as well, but Sunwalker versus MC Tech. Sunwalker always good. MC Tech usually good. But not quite as reliable. Haunted Creeper, great card. Stranglethorn is also decent. But I think we're going to be reasonably aggressive. Cleave versus Sen'jin. I like Sen'jin. I prefer creatures generally in Arena. Okay, not a huge fan of any of these particularly. Unstable Ghoul is okay. But we don't have anything it synergizes with, and we're already 12 cards in. No Frothing Berserkers yet. Nothing like that. Or the Axe Flingers. Razorfen Hunter feels like a good solid choice here. So I think we're going to pick that. It's not the best card, but it'll do. This is basically all garbage. I think this is Wisp or Reckless Rocketeer, really. So it's basically a 5 damage spell almost, or the Wisp. I think we take the Rocketeer. It can be a finisher at the right time. Gilblin Stalker versus Ancient Brewmaster. Not a huge ton we'd want to remove. We have a lot of 2s already, so maybe I'll take the Brewmaster just to even our curves slightly. Don't have any secrets, so Illuminator's not ideal. Mad Bomber, obviously, also always good. Defender of Argus, usually good. I think Mad Bomber is slightly more reliable. It doesn't have to be much on the board. Defender of Argus relies on creatures. That said, I think it's a fantastic card. But if you play it on an empty board, it's not great. Mad Bomber on an empty board is still a 5/4. Death's Bite is a great weapon. The Crusher's decent as well. Would have been okay with that. Slam versus Inner Rage. I think the slam, because we already have one of each. I think I prefer slam slightly. Snapjaw, flesh eating. Flesh eating fits our mana curve better. And I think for that reason I'll push it a bit higher. Arcane Nullifier is okay. Revenge is potentially okay, I think. Do we want a revenge? It would help us against aggro for sure. So perhaps we take it. I think this is more useful against a very aggressive deck, and there are quite a lot of those in Arena at the moment. The Taskmaster or the Sorcerer or the Berserker. I think... The Berserker's okay. Taskmaster is also good. I like the Taskmaster here. I think it's not quite as good to have that. Berserker I really like in Mage because it's reliable. Okay, minion with 3 or less attack. How are we doing for those? 1, 2, 3, and theoretically the others. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, seems like a decent number. Let's grab the Warsong Commander. Shield Maiden versus Emperor Cobra. This is kind of a heal. Emperor Cobra's okay. Injured Blade Master's okay. 3 mana does fit into our curve nicely. We already have a lot of 6 manas, which is putting me off Shield Maiden a touch. We only have 1 weapon, so the armor synergy is not quite as useful, but it's always good to heal a bit. Is 5 health worth 1 mana? Possibly. Possibly. But is it better than just having the Blade Master early? I think we want a slightly earlier curve. We're getting towards the end of our draft. Blackwing Technician. Not a huge number of dragons. It's a great card if you can get it to work. But we have 1 dragon, and I think that might be it. Looks like it. Silverhand Knight is always a good card too. It's a little bit slower, but it works well. Second Execute, I think, might be worthwhile here. Let's grab it. Loot Hoarder versus Wolf Rider. I think because we have so many 2s, I might take the Wolf Rider. Reliable 3 damage, just bonk them for 3. We've got lots and lots of 2s, decent chunk of 4s. Let's get a Reaper, hit some people. Dark Iron Dwarf, always fantastic. Porkrun Elite versus Cruel Taskmaster. I think the Elite here with the charge. Hungry Dragon or Rampage. Hungry Dragon. Sure. And our final card, a Llama Bot. Okay, Pyro versus Nullifier. I think I prefer Pyro, generally speaking. So I'm going to take Pyro. And there is our arena deck. Beautiful. Okay. Here it is. Take a quick snapshot of it for my record. There we go. And let's find a match and see how we do. This deck's okay. Again, I don't know Warrior well enough to say it's fantastic or it's terrible. If you have feelings on it, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you would have picked differently or what I should pick differently in the future if I'm ranking cards too low and they're actually fantastic for Warrior. So yeah, I haven't played a ton of Warrior. It's never been a class that I super loved. I think I could actually play it fairly well. But I always think, oh, you have to have the combos and the Slam Execute and the Whirlwinds for the Frothing Berserker. And it's all a bit much. And that kind of puts me off sometimes. Which is perhaps a shame, because I think there is a lot of value in the warrior as a class that perhaps gets missed out because I don't play as much as I should. Okay, now we have options here. Do we want to play it faster or slower? Let's play it faster. Do you like to play with fire? TXD. So yes, I had a good run recently with the warrior in the completely randomly generated deck Tavern Brawl. And I think anytime you have a good run with a class or with a certain deck or anything in this game, it makes you want to get back on it. Because just having that winning feeling, you think, oh, you know, this is great, this is working perfectly. And I ought to give the warrior more of a chance. Because so far, since Hearthstone's been out, I haven't given it a ton of a chance. But I actually think it can be super fun to play. The other thing is, the good warrior decks in Constructed tend to need quite a few legendaries, which I don't have a ton of access to. Okay, this guy's being aggressive back, which is interesting. Now we have options here. Plenty of options. We could Mad Bomber, like a complete lunatic, which I'm very tempted to do. In which case we should attack first, realistically. At least with this, in case it dies. RNG. Thank you. Thank you, RNG. Okay, now there's a good chance we might see a lightning storm. Okay, probably not going to see a lightning storm, at least for now, with that play. The Fire Lord. Oof. That's such a good card. Okay, so I'm thinking with the Death Spite here, so we can kill that. Clear his side of the board. Bonk. So we need to remember to do something with our spider if it's still alive before we attack with the Death Spite. Okay, he's gonna... Oof. That Earth Shock. Decent value. Not incredible, but killing the 2/1/1s as well is solid. The zombie chow. Okay. What do we like here? Kill the chow, or kill the thing that makes his stuff cheaper. I think maybe kill the thing that makes his stuff cheaper. Play the sorcerer, which can deal with the chow. I should have maybe, there you go. See, I should have played that after the chow. This is my inexperience playing warrior shining through, but that's fine. I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. Zap. Ooh. Ooh. At odds on that was gonna kill.
Mind if I roll need?
Although if that had hit for 4, I'd have felt real bad about my last turn play. Okay, okay. That's real tough. I think we need to... I think we might need to Rocketeer the Flame Tongue Totem just to stop taking 8 damage. Which seems like a bizarre play to make. But I don't love the Rocketeer so much anyway. It will trade with whatever he chooses to attack it with. We've got more in hand that could play into our favour. Shaman, of course, can create board control using the totems. This is a good card. Oh, oh. Oh man. Why are you doing this to me? RNG. Come on, I'm new to the class. Give me a shot. Okay, 7, 8, 9. We can deal with taking 9. I'm contemplating versus, you know, versus armoring up. I guess the case for armoring up would be Lightning Storm. Didn't seem like they had Lightning Storm earlier. Could have drawn it since, but we'll see how things go. I like this a lot, this rotating. Not my favourite. It's quite fun. Spinning around. Oh! The Goldshire Footman. Doing work. Absolutely doing work. This is rough. This is rough Tim's. Okay. Four.
What now?
Challenge accepted.
Your turn to bleed.
There. Execute. Play the Frost Elemental. As much to have more board presence as anything. See, this is where the Hungry Dragon's a little less useful, because you want to have board control when you play it, so that you can kill the 1-drop. Okay, we're still in this. They're low on minions. Okay. Now, 7, 8, 9. We can just play everything out here. Shouldn't be too much of a risk. I'm trying to think of 1-cost minions that would be fatal to us, and I cannot immediately think of any. Let's find out what it is, because it will be the one that's fatal. Oof, that's an interesting one. Kind of debating on that, but I think, you know, I wanted to have the Hungry Dragon out for next turn. He has Bloodlust in that deck. I could be in real trouble any moment. Okay, Dark Iron Dwarf. Not going to benefit us a huge deal, but we can at least continue clearing out the board. Okay. Our board is more potent, but there's the amount of stuff on board is dangerous, even though a lot of these are 0 attack minions, 1 attack minions. It doesn't take much to suddenly turn them into a real threat. You know, if he buffs all of these by 1 attack, suddenly we're dead. Oof. Oof. Do we want to do this? I think maybe we want to do this. I think we have to do this.
For the Wilson!
I guess it doesn't matter too much whether I trade before or after. Okay, still in it, still in it. That was a good pull. I feel okay about drafting that card. That's the kind of situation it can save us in. Still rough. We're still facing 2 cards. We've got nothing in hand. Warrior doesn't have a ton of draw. We specifically don't really have any draw. He says drawing a card with draw. God. I think I have to slam the turtle because I need the card draw as much as anything. Okay. That's fine. Not ideal, but it's okay.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
That's a lot of board presence. Come on.
I'll put it on your tab.
Okay, okay. Still in with a chance. We're sitting here in top deck land, so we're at the hands of the cards. But I believe we can do this. We've actually got we had for a second the same health there. That's kind of where the warrior power can really come in handy if you're drawing a game out. Okay. Seems like the obvious play here is to kill the taunt and kill the thing that leaves us alive. Hope for no AoE damage, no forked lightning. From TXD. Actually, I kind of do like playing warrior because you have to you end up in these situations where you have to make a lot of decisions about, oh, you know, is it worth me, you know, should I be trading in this specific way? Now if we leave this on board, it dies to the 1/1. I don't like doing that, but I think I have to do that. Yeah, so the warrior, you end up with a lot of decisions about, oh, you know, should I whirlwind execute here? Should I slam this creature and kill it? Should I slam this creature and draw the card? Do I play the frothing now, hit the death spite, or do I wait till next turn? There's so much. Oh, Kinetic Reaper is a big pull. That could save us. That could save us. It could be the card we need. It's still going to depend what TXD has. But that's put us in a nice position. I like where we're at as much as you can like being at 8 health. We have board presence. We have a weapon.
I wonder.
They're hesitating. Oh. Oh. Okay.
I'll put it on your tab.
Interesting play. Odds on having lightning bolt. We would be on. I mean, we'd be down to 3, up to 5, basically. So we shouldn't die. They might have crackle. I think we have to kill it anyway. I don't think we can leave it on the board, especially if we're going to play Shield Master, because it doesn't die to Shield Master anyway. It's rough. Real rough. I don't think we had another decision. I think we have to go for it. And it hurts. It hurts to do that. That's the one problem with weapons, is the opponent sees them. They have a chance to choose what they play into them. And sometimes they don't have a choice because they don't have the cards in hand. But they can play what they want into it. And oh, that can hurt.
For a little while, I
Gosh, I almost don't want to leave that on board because it's potentially so dangerous. Okay, great. Conceptually here we would have 7 damage to the face. I think our play here is fairly simple. And again, really the warrior hero power coming into play here. You know, making 0-2s is not helping TXD a ton. At least hasn't been so far.
Special delivery.
Whereas getting health every turn has kept us alive. We would be dead by now. Oh god. Oh. I don't... I have to play that. I have to play it. If you could see my face right now. Okay. I mean, we have to go for it. There's no
I will crush you.
Someone say Bob.
I believe. I believe. I believe. Watch him just like crackle me for 7. Yes! Yes! I will crush you! I will crush you! Ah, that was immensely satisfying. Ah, ah, oh yes. Okay, game 2. Let's go. We did it. Somehow we did it. The plays were real. The top decks were real. That mad bomber was so damn real. It killed the opponent's minion. It didn't touch our 1 health dude. It only hit us twice.
For Doomhammer. Victory or death.
Sometimes you've got to believe. It's the heart of the cards. It really is. You've got to just trust in the RNG and go for it. And it worked. It somehow it worked. I don't feel like they misplayed a ton. I don't feel like we misplayed much. We misplayed at least once with the death spite. Despite saying I need to be careful not to misplay with the death spite. This is a terrible hand, by the way. But okay, this is not a good hand. Oh, thank you, Gilblin Stalker. Can you you can't pull these up. Yeah, I'd actually kind of love if you could pop up the descriptions, because I haven't read most of them because I'm not going to sit in the collection and read them. But I quite like to, same in Magic the Gathering, if someone's taking a while, I haven't played Magic the Gathering for a while, but when I used to, if someone was taking too long, you know, you just have a browse of their card and see what it says. I'm going to slam. And we're going to draw a card. Oh. We got an execute. That's fine. I'm going to trade. I'm not going to use the execute. Execute could be super useful in the later game. Gold Indy. Also a fan of the sweet black and red card back. Is this the... This might be like the ogre? Ogre or the... Maybe just the ninja. It might just be called ninja. I was going to say ogre ninja, but I'm not actually sure that's right. Hungry Dragon, see what they get. We can trade into it if needs be. I like that. Okay, we can't trade into that. We'll kill the healing totem. That's literally the 2nd time in a row, which is, you know, not high odds. I don't know how many 1-cost minions are, but I'd wager there's probably 30 or 40 of them by now across all the classes. Ooh, 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 the plays. Ooh. Good RNG, son. Okay, okay. That's fine. We can we can work with this. We should play the Murder Bomber here. Because I love RNG. No, you know what? We'll play the 3 cost. And armor up, make the most of our hero power, rather than using the sorcerer and wasting that point. I think it's worth making the best use of your mana that you can, because especially as a warrior, I think there's a real importance to getting value out of your hero power, because it does make a difference. You know, health is merely a resource. It doesn't win you the game, but sometimes it can keep you in the game long enough to draw that card. Arcanite Reaper? Or bonk into it, execute. Bonk into it, execute. Would leave us with 5 mana. We're not going to use 5 mana anyway, so we might as well Arcanite Reaper. Not quite the most efficient use of mana. There's not a huge difference against the Shaman between being on 2 or 3. You're basically, if they Lightning Storm, you're relying on that RNG to protect you. Okay, that seems, again, see, I was saying you have to be careful what you play into the, or you have a choice of what you play into your opponent's weapons. I don't know about playing that into an Arcanite Reaper, but then I can't see Gold Indy's hand. Who knows what they have? Maybe that was completely the optimal play.
What now?
Okay, so
I hear you got a problem.
donk that. Let's put all our stuff on 1 health, because who doesn't love being on 1 health? And the Shaman AoE is 2 damage anyway, usually. So being on 1 is not the biggest deal in the world. You know, having 1 health versus having 2. I could be earth shocked, but who's going to earth shock a Razorfen Hunter? You know, someone might. It seems like a bit of a waste of an earth shock. See, the Doom Hammer, that would have killed 2 of our minions, but it would have killed 2 of our minions anyway. Oh, that's harsh. I can't get through that. Why are you going to do this to me? Oh, thank you. Thank you, RNG. You're on my side today. I highly approve.
Taste my steel.
Problem solved.
I feel okay about where we're at. We've got good board control. We've got good, sturdy minions, 2 of them. Doomhammer's scary. You can wombo combo and kill with Doomhammer. Oh, the Dust Devil Dream. It's real. And this is a pain because he's going to kill my other thing. Dang. I might have to mad a bomber. Like some kind of lunatic. I guess I could freeze it. Do I want to freeze it? Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh no, actually maybe I should freeze the warrior. But if I freeze the warrior, that leaves the Dust Devil up, unless I also kill the Dust Devil. No, you know what? I'm not going to freeze the warrior. I'm going to freeze the Dust Devil, and I'm going to worry about it in a minute. This Shaman already has Wind Fury, so if they're going to do Wind Fury buff tricks for huge damage with like Rock Biter weapon and like buff up and hit for 10 or hit for, you know, more than that, 16 or something. Okay, so that's the play, the Flame Tongue. Fine, okay. Not ideal, but that's fine. Okay, going for face. And again, more interesting. Just go to this fella here. Okay. Not sure that's the best use I've ever seen, because I wanted to kill that thing anyway. I'm real tempted to murder Bomber here and see how things work out for us.
I wonder.
Well played.
Sure, you know what?
Did someone say bomb?
Wow! Wow, okay. Don't feel too bad about that. I don't feel too bad about that. I should have played the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, really. In fact, I definitely should have played the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. But you can't sit on your misplays. If I've learned anything in this game, you accept them and you play on. I could have said, oh no, I can't play it now, or he'll know I misplayed, but I lost 2 damage on this. It's a big deal. This could be a 7-3. So yeah, I messed up. And it hurts.
Dingo! Yeah.
But you live with it, you move on. Because if you don't... Oh, I thought he was going to hit something else for a second. You live with it and you move on, because if you don't do that, then it's over. Oh, who wants to play the Murder Bomber ruse? I kind of want to play the Murder Bomber ruse. Come on, Murder Bomber. Here it is. Here's your time. Here's your moment. Live the dream. No. I really wanted to do it, but the odds of hitting them 4 times aren't super likely, whereas the odds of killing our 3-2 are probably slightly too high. Still got 2 executes. Haven't had a great time to use them.
Attend me.
We don't have a ton of small minions. I think it's over. Well played, Gold Dindy. Oh, we had the charge as well. Boom. Right, well, Warrior going okay so far, I think. Pretty happy with that. We had one real tough game that we pulled through. We had another game that's gone well for us. You know, pretty straightforward, that second game. I feel happy about that. I hope everyone watching, I hope you've had a great time, enjoyed the video. I hope you have a good day. Be sure to drop a like if you've got this far. Drop a comment. Let me know what you thought of the draft, what you thought of my plays, how you would have done things differently. And thanks very much for watching. I've been Ken, and I will catch you next time. Cheers!